A very foggy welcome back to the Sugo International Race Circuit. It's the venue for the third round of the Asia Road Racing Championship. We've had an eventful week here in Sugo. And just to get a little bit of the background, we've got an interview coming up with the Miyagi Prefecture Government Vice Governor Shinya Endo, and the welcome he's given to the Asian Road Racing Championship.
宮城県は日本の首都である東京から北に約350キロの位置にあり、県庁所在地の仙台市までは新幹線で約1時間30分です。その仙台市から村田町まではバスで約30分のところにあります。宮城県は四季折々の景色が見られ、山も海も平野もある風光明媚な土地柄で、村田町は江戸・明治の商人文化を残す蔵の町です。宮城県は春には大河原で桜、夏には仙台で七夕祭り、秋には鳴子でもみじが、冬には蔵王で樹氷が見られます。お米、日本酒、海、山から恵まれた食べ物が大変おいしく、すりつぶした枝豆と餅と絡めたずんだ餅や、魚のすり身を笹の葉の形に焼いた笹かまなどは国内で特に有名です。宮城県や村田町には見どころや食べどころがたくさんございます。レース観戦など皆様の来県に際しては心のこもったおもてなしをさせていただきますので、宮城県そして村田町にお越しください。
村田町は仙台市の南隣にあり、仙台空港そして JR の仙台駅からいずれも車で30分とアクセスが良好な場所にあります。都会に近い一方で豊かな自然と歴史が残る町並みから宮城の小京都と呼ばれていて、町の中心部には歴史を感じさせる蔵の町並みが残っております。村田町は国際レーシングコースを有するスポーツランドスゴと一緒に持続可能な観光まちづくりを進めていきたいと考えております。モータースポーツを愛する皆様をお越しを町全体でお待ちしておりますので、ぜひ村田町にいらっしゃってください。
And we can confirm that the welcome has been cordial and full of hospitality. The food has been excellent. We are staying in Sendai. The track is about 30 kilometers south there, but the whole region is full of real beauty. Barry Russell joining me. You can't see the beauty at the moment, though, because of the fog. It's also variable weather.
Yeah, we're kind of sitting in a cloud here, aren't we? It doesn't look too bad close up looking at the grid, but normally you would see a beautiful view there. Let's take a look at the circuit.
At the highest point there, which is the point of most concern for us, is on the 6th corner. So you've got the opening lap and then down onto corner number 6. So that is the circuit. Let's go down to Pauline to see what the racers are making of the conditions.
Okay, we're here with pole sitter and race 1 winner Haruki Noguchi. Haruki, yesterday we had rain, we had sun, now we have the fog coming in. Is this normal?
In Japanese,
After you?
I think it's not normal. It's this like fog condition it's especially in here. The like Suzuka and Motegi, nothing like this condition. So this is a very special for Sugo circuit.
But nevertheless, you are still confident of a double win.
Huh?
You are still confident of a double win?
Yes, I will try the double win in here. And yes, now we have ready for win. So I just try to push and for win.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That was our new championship leader Haruki Noguchi. And now we're coming to, of course, the intrepid Kasma Daniel. Kasma Yudin. Kasma, how's the weekend going for you?
Good.
What kind of tires are you choosing to run with?
Sorry? Yeah?
What kind of tires are you running with for this race?
I'm using front hard and rear was medium, same like yesterday. But what we see the condition now is going a little bit cold, but for track temperature was same. So I think it's okay.
Okay, we'll look forward to a great performance from you.
Thank you.
And next, of course, 1 point away from the new championship leader is Zakwan Zaidi. Hi, Zakwan. You've had a very busy week.
Yes.
Last week you were at the Suzuka 8 hours, and right now you're here in Sugo. So how's things going? Are you feeling tired?
Yes, a bit tired. Sure, after 8 hours, I have no recover. Only 3 days race and not enough time to recover. But yeah, in this track also for me is quite difficult. Especially I need more power using the physical. Sure. Yeah, in the yesterday race coming better, but I try to follow in the front is quite difficult. But I think this race I will try my best to keep in the front.
All right, thank you and good luck.
Thank you, Pauline. Yes, Barry Russell, very interesting. Haruki Noguchi, the new championship leader, by a point, looking fairly confident. But interesting that Zakwan was saying the fatigue that kicked in. You mentioned it yesterday before the race, that he did look a little bit fatigued after his exertions at Suzuka.
Yeah, you would, wouldn't you? That is such a hard race, often cited as the hardest weekend on the planet. And as I did mention yesterday, Haruki Noguchi was prevented from participating in that race so that he could remain in top form for this race. You see one of the wild cards there, I think that's Kazuki Maeda, enjoying himself, as are the spectators. But yes, Zakwan, he performed really well yesterday, but we did have an interruption.
We did indeed.
So the race was short.
Yeah, we had a red flag and it was cut down to 12 and then 10 laps, and Apiwat Wangtanan on the 10-lap restart, he had a problem. So Apiwat finished with a did not start against his name yesterday. You spoke to him last night.
Yes, I did. He was disappointed, of course, but he's a pretty seasoned professional now. He will convert that disappointment into aggression and speed today. I'm sure about that. And here is his teammate Anupab Samoon,
who's up into 7th on the grid because one of the casualties yesterday isn't allowed to race today, one of the Japanese wildcards. So Anupab Samoon will get the little boost of just being a little bit closer to the front at the start of the grid. Next to him will be Yuki Ito. We've not really mentioned Yuki so far today for Yamaha ASEAN team, for the Gem Blue Racing Team ASEAN, but he's always bright, he's always looking to get to the front. Tough season for him.
Yeah, he is. Everybody's got a Yuki Ito story about something heroic he's done, and he's a real stalwart of this championship. There's Shinichi Nakatomi.
So he was involved in the crash that produced the red flag yesterday. Glad to see he's fitting well. This is Kosuke Akeyoshi, who's also a wild card for today. He's on P10 on the grid. Next to him is Gary Salem, the Indonesian. And for Gary Salem, the Honda Asia Dream with Showa team, he's not really had the best of seasons. Best result of the campaign for him was when he picked up a P7, and that was in Sepang. So we're expecting a little bit more for Jerry, although he is stepping up a class into the 600s.
Yes, he is, and that's a pretty big step. It's bigger than many people appreciate. Just outside of him, we saw Aslan Shah, who went well in warm-up this morning. Here is Pasawit Titiwararak. He's been struggling with an injury to his left hand, but he's another class rookie who needs to come to terms with it. And there is Aslan. Let's take a look at him. He looked good in warm-up this morning, despite the fact he's carrying a really nasty knock to his left foot when his chain flew off yesterday and smacked him really hard and tore a load of bodywork off the bike. I'm sorry, I think that was Friday afternoon.
Friday afternoon, yeah. He's had a tough old season, though. The relationship with the BMW, it hasn't quite worked so far. Best result again for him was a P6 that he got back in a Buriram in round 2. The BMW has struggled just a little bit.
Yeah, let's hope we can see him make his way through from the back this time around, because he did look stronger. But we're hoping this will be a full race. Zakwan getting ready. He knows he's got a big fight on his hands. And out of the regular riders, who can get close to Haruki Noguchi. I think that it's Kazma. I think Kazma's got the pace to really challenge Haruki Noguchi over race distance.
Depends on his start, though. He's had two poor starts in the first race and the restarted race, and
yeah, it really has cost him maybe 2 places yesterday. But Haruki Noguchi, who's going to get close to him? He's calm, he's confident, he's cheerful, he's aggressive. He's in exactly the right physical and mental shape that you should be in at the start of an international motorcycle race.
the good news for the riders is the fog seems to have dissipated. There's no sign of rain. That is a deceptive-looking shot. Haruki Noguchi will be on pole for SDG Motorsports Hard Pro, alongside Kazma Daniel for Yamaha Genblue and Zakwan Zaidi second in the championship standings.
Leading row 2, wildcard Rei Toshima for JDS Dogfight Racing Yamaha. Next to him, another wildcard, Kazuki Maeda, and Apiwat Wongtananon out to get a good result today, P6.
Yamaha Thailand Racing also represented by Anupab Samoon, who's on P7, bike number 500. Yuki Ito, always popular. Let's see if he can get close to the front 3 on bike 76, alongside wildcard Shinichi Nakatomi for the Hirostep Team Tomi.
Row 4, yet another wildcard, Kazuki Akiyoshi next to Gary Salim, and outside of that row, Pasawit Titivarak for Astemo S1 Racing with Thai Honda.
That leaves a lonely BMW for Aslan Shah Kamruzarman. We're so used to seeing him at the front, former champion, of course, defending champion in the 1000 cc's, but having a difficult time, Aslan Shah. But to his credit, he's still pushing as much as he possibly can, and he will give it his all. And like you, I am amazed to see that he's actually still going, because to get a chain snap on the inside of your leg is mighty, ouch, just
horrible.
ouch.
Yeah, it's horrible. And just to confirm what Kazma was saying when he spoke to Pauline, that the temperature is a little bit cooler, the track temperature is normal. Ambient temperature 26, track temperature 34 degrees. Everybody's running medium front and rears except Kazma, as he said, hard front, medium rear, and his teammate Yuki Ito, hard front, medium rear.
One mention, Adam Noradin was crashed out yesterday. He is an injured absentee as well. And Adam, for the one XOXB BMW TKR racing team, had a DNF yesterday. He'll be stuck on 44 points. So he will not be part of today. So our attention very much on the front 2 rows of the grid. Noguchi on the right, Zakwan on the left, and the blue Yamaha of Kazma Daniel. Is he the wild card in the middle? 18 laps of the track. Red lights go out. The Superbikes is up, and once again Haruki Noguchi is off to a dream start. Zakwan again is able to go into P2, but Kazma Daniel, again he loses the front end a little bit. Noguchi is just a dream off the line, Barry.
3 perfect starts, because of course we had a red flag yesterday. But again, as you said, there's Kazma Daniel, kangarooed that front up and down, all the way down to on the approach to turn 1.
Immediately it puts you at a disadvantage. They go up the hill into the fog, and have a look at this, Haruki Noguchi.
Kazuki Maeda got away well as well, the best of the wild cards so far, and I think that's Shinichi Nakatomi just behind him.
Indeed it is, but Noguchi leads the way. Zakwan has got the pacey Kazma Daniel right behind him. Kazma goes on the inside of Zakwan and will move into P2, the Yamaha racer. And so Zakwan, as Rei Toshima goes very, very wide, one of the wild cards. He's pushed out, so he'll drop from P5 to about P8 or P9. And Aslan Shah Kamruzarman has made up a place at the back. I think he's got ahead of Pasawit. Or is it Kazuki Akiyoshi?
I think that's Akiyoshi he's got in front of, looking slightly further back. Apiwat Wangtananon, the blue number 24 Yamaha, is in 6th currently, so holding his starting place. He'll be wanting to improve on that. Let's see what Kazma can do. He has had the pace that's been close to Haruki Noguchi's over the past 3 days.
Spectacular as they come over the brow of the hill. The front wheel is just dying to get up in the air. Kazma Daniel managed to hold on to it, but it's Haruki Noguchi, who's looking for 3 wins in a row, who leads the way from Kazma Daniel. Zakwan Zaidi in P3, 4, Kaisuke Maeda, Akiyoshi in 5, Apiwat 6, Yuki Ito 7, Anupar dropped down to 8, Jerry Salim 9, Tashima in 10. The Yamaha's having a tough old time.
Yes, they are. Tougher than we would have expected, or at least I would have expected. But this is what is intriguing me, is whether Kazma can take the fight to Haruki Noguchi, because he has shown the pace, and Zakwan Zaidi allowing Kazma to lead him at the moment, his fellow Malaysian. Let's see if Zakwan can hold that pace as well. We saw how well he went yesterday. We know he's tired after Suzuka, and this is a full 18-lap race distance, almost double what he had to go through yesterday.
Barry Russell in the commentary box with Des Corkill as we go 1, 2, 3. Haruki Noguchi. He is the championship leader only by a point, but he is in imperious form, particularly here in Japan. There's 2 more rounds to go at Sepang in October and Buram in November, so there's still a lot of racing to go, but Haruki Noguchi has really had a fabulous season. 2 wins, 1 P2, 1 P3 and a P4. Behind them, this is the Yamahas at last of Apiwat, beginning to make some kind of headway. He's got himself up into P5 ahead of Kaisuke Maeda.
Yeah, he needs to get past Kaisuke Maeda. I think he will in due course. That wasn't a great start.
Takayoshi ahead of him, sorry, my apologies. He's beaten Maeda, but he didn't have the best of starts, did he? It's not been a great weekend for Yamaha, Tyler.
No, it hasn't. Apiwat's shown that he has got the measure of this track. Now he needs to turn it into a good result. He's going to need a podium, and I think that's going to be a tough ask for him. If you look at the quality of the front 3 there, but he can get himself into P4 pretty rapidly.
Kazma Daniel's last lap, a 1:29.4 fastest lap. So he's doing his best to stay close with Haruki Noguchi. In the meantime, trying to get into P4 is Apiwat Wontanon. He's bike number 24. He's got Akiyoshi in front of him, the wild card. These wild cards can be very pesky. Now then, this is Kazma Daniel in the meantime, who's got very close onto the back of Haruki Noguchi. So you did call Kazma as a potential upsetter here, and having got off to a poor start, he's actually been able to pull that back, and it's looking very good as they go over the top of the brow of the hill. Spectacular stuff on the big bikes.
Yes, it is. Haruki's wheel came up a little bit further than I think he would have wanted, but Kazma's right on him now. Let's watch as they go through this technical section. 2 right-handers followed by 2 left-handers.
Said he's feeling good, Kazma, and he's normally very reluctant to say such things. He'll give you a knowing smile. Certainly there's always a smile there, but he gave actually something away in an interview. He has a little look over his shoulder. I thought for a moment he'd made a mistake, but he's managed to correct it, and Zakwan side is desperately trying to hang on as they come round this sharp right-hander though, Haruki Noguchi. Have a look at this. This is, ooh, that's higher than he wants, isn't it?
Definitely, yeah. That would have given a little advantage. Kazma almost held his front wheel down with 300 brake horsepower going through that bike and accelerating as hard and fast as they do. You really have to get your weight over the front to hold that front wheel down.
That's what makes the hill into the home straight so exhilarating. I enjoyed watching the underbones being dragged up the hill. I'm really enjoying watching these big boys looking up the hill and really giving it their all. Now then, let's see if Noguchi can control it a little bit better that time. Again, just a little bit of a squiggle as he goes up and over the hill, the brow of the hill. This time Noguchi, yeah, he holds it a lot better this time. I think he learned his lesson, but Kazma Daniel was looking to get in on the inside.
He's close enough, they've got plenty of time to go. Kazma thinks he can do this. Haruki Noguchi thinks he can do this. Who's going to be right?
In the meantime, Zakwan is still within touching distance. He's a second down. Apiwat's not been able as yet to get the better of Kosuke Akiyoshi. Yuki Ito is putting in some good times. He's holding off Anupar Samun for P6, but we can't take our eyes off this battle at the front. Kazma Daniel on board with Kazma. That is the back wheel of Haruki Noguchi that we can see. Straight down the back straight, and Kazma Daniel hunkers down. He's enjoying this challenge. Haruki Noguchi lifts the right leg out and leans as far over as he possibly can.
Yeah, right off the bike, elbow down style from Haruki Noguchi. What we also know about Haruki Noguchi is that he's really good at leading under pressure. We saw it right from the off in Buriram. With riders of this caliber behind him, he rarely seems rattled. This is really close into the chicane now, Des.
That really is. This is Kazma really saying to Haruki Noguchi, I'm testing you. I'm testing you. And by the way, you've got to come to Malaysia next.
That's right.
Right then, up over the brow of the hill again. What's the control like? He's lost a little bit, and Kazma might be able to take advantage. Again, Haruki Noguchi, no holds barred here. Kazma Daniel, best lap of 1:28.9. That last lap for both of them a 1:29.8. Zakwan behind them, 2/10 quicker, so he's not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Zakwan in P3.
Yeah, he's doing everything he can, you can be sure of that. But it is Kazma who's got the pace and the belief to stay with Haruki Noguchi, and he knows that there's a long way to go in this race.
Akiyoshi in the sky blue is still holding off Apiwat Wangtanen in the blue Yamaha.
That's frustrating. That's going to be frustrating, Apiwat, for sure.
Yuki Ito is up with the pace as well, and he's been able to hold off Anupab Sarmoon at the moment. It's good to see Yuki Ito back competitive. As Apiwat goes just a little bit wide on bike number 24. Here's the pressure that he's putting on Akiyoshi. Akiyoshi, though, knows this circuit like the back of his hand, and even though they've had a number of trips around it, it is still tough for those who aren't from Japan. They won't have seen this circuit much at all.
Yeah, Kazma went round the outside and showed Haruki Noguchi a wheel then. And he's really close. He's just going to keep the pressure on. He may not make a move yet.
Again, let's look at the control. It's better, but we are 1/3 of the way through this race, and Kazma Daniel, 27 on the Yamaha, is really giving Haruki Noguchi something to think about in the early stages, and they'll be pretty happy.
Yeah, he's a really complete rider now, isn't he, Kazma? He looks comfortable. Looks as though Haruki is holding him up a little bit.
That is saying something, because Noguchi has had a fabulous week here at Sugo. And Kazma is asking question after question. Zakwan, well, he dropped off a little bit on that last lap, Zakwan.
Oh, all out of shape for Haruki Noguchi. Will Kazma come through? I think that's enough. Haruki's not going to give it up, is he?
Kazma tries to have a little look on the inside. Again, it's great to see this shot.
And you can see just how much pressure Kazma is putting on Haruki Noguchi now. We've got a real race on our hands. This is fantastic.
18 laps, the Superbikes. Kazma Daniel coming of age. He's not really got an opportunity in the overall championship standing. He's still 35 points off the championship lead, but you never know. With 4 more rounds to go, if he would be able to pick up 25 points here, it'd be a real confidence booster for him as they come over the brow of the hill. It is 7 laps completed. They've just completed that lap in 1:30 dead. This is quick.
Yeah, Zakwan can't quite match it, but he's maintaining about a second gap there. So if anything does get wobbly in front, he'll be there to pick it up, and P3 is a good result anyway. Given he's had to struggle a little bit this weekend. This is gripping stuff, this battle for the lead.
It's been good. We've got about 4,000 official visitors to the circuit for today. They've enjoyed temperatures of 28 degrees. There's been partly sun, partly cloud, partly fog. The weather has had some occasional rain. It's been a good day out for the racers, and they're watching a gripping battle as Kazma! Is he able to hold on? The answer is no.
He lost too much.
Oh.
But he kept it upright. That's the important thing. He'll be back. Look at that.
Well, Well, he said he's got medium compounds for his back tyre. Is he, and it's medium for Noguchi. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's only the two Gen Blue Yamahas that are running hard fronts. He's been experimenting with them. You can see the white flash there on the front tyre. But last time around in that same place, it was Haruki who almost lost it. This time it was Kazma. That shows you that they are absolutely on the limit, these two.
Noguchi leads, Kazma second. Zakwan is keeping pace, you know. Don't count Zakwan Zaidi out.
Never do that. Fastest lap still lies with Kazma.
That's seriously quick at 128.9, inside 129. Gosh, that's rapid. And Noguchi and Kazma, they are racing. They are getting their lines right, but they've got to keep their focus right. We've seen semi-errors from both of them, both being able to correct it.
Let's see what Zakwan can do. If it gets too scrappy between these two, that's going to be good news for him.
73, Haruki Noguchi, the overall championship leader, as Kazma goes on the inside, tries it again. This time, can he hold on? He keeps it tight. New race leader, Kazma Daniel for Yamaha. Now then, we'll find out if you're right, Barry. Was Noguchi holding him up?
Let's see. I thought he had the pace, but that was a beautifully executed move. Just on the edge.
Still a long way to go. There's still 9.5 laps to go. Now it's Noguchi doing the chasing. And we've not seen an awful lot of him doing that. We've seen him doing a lot of leading. And we've seen him being very positive. The Yamaha looking on anxiously. Coming over the brow of the hill. Kazma Daniel Mayudin is the race leader. A 129.5, 4/10 quicker than Haruki Noguchi. Zakwan still can't be shaken off, although Zakwan's got Apiwatwat Tanan for company now.
Yeah, it looks now as though Haruki Noguchi is trying to hang on to make another attack.
Noguchi in the white, bike 73, the championship leader, SDG Motorsports Hard Pro team. He's used to winning at the moment. He's a confident fellow. That injury, he's been rubbing ice on that shoulder for the last 2 or 3 days. We saw beforehand, ice on the shoulder. If he isn't fully fit, it might just hand the initiative to Kazma Daniel. Here's Zakwan under pressure from Apiwatwat Tanan. The Honda Asia Dream Race with Showa leading the Yamaha tie rider.
Yep, Apiwat's through and on a mission. He will want and expect a podium from this. Back at the front, this is looking interesting. That's the most daylight we've seen between these two since Kazma got the advantage. And there goes Apiwat into the chicane.
Yuki Ito is there also putting pressure on Zakwan, so Zakwan's lost a place and Ito is pressurizing Zakwan's side as well. Fabulous to see Yuki Ito back in the mix as well, though Zakwan won't be too thrilled to see the Japanese there. Apiwat 3. The differential 2.8 seconds down. And look at that. Kazma's taken 2/10 off Noguchi, but Noguchi's immediately pulled that back.
Yes, he has. He won't have given up. Absolutely no way. We saw some brilliant riding. They're usually very calm in that pit, Des, aren't they? But
that looked a little bit tense.
I think there was a bit of molar grinding going on there.
My word. And quite rightly. Kazma goes just a little bit wide. Haruki Noguchi is there, just ready. Any slip up, Kazma. A little bit of a wobble, but he's able to accelerate away.
Yeah, the tyres are going off now. We're well into the second half of the race. Let's see who can manage them the best.
Kazma, ideally with the hard tyres on the front tyre, might have an advantage the longer this goes on.
He could indeed, yeah. He's favoured that all through this weekend, as has his teammate, Yuki, who's doing well a little way back behind him and giving Zakwan Zaidi some trouble.
Through to the chicane. After this, they will have completed 11 of 18 laps. Haruki Noguchi led for the first 8 laps, then Kazma Daniel made his move in quite spectacular fashion. They come up over the brow of the hill, both controlling it, the speed is there. The last lap coming into 1:29.6. They are still really, really on the edge.
Yeah, 2.5 tenths as they cross the line. Let's see if Haruki can make that up in the technical section here through the first 8 turns.
They are pulling away though from Apiwat and Zakwon and Yuki Ito in P5. And Rei Tashima's got up ahead of Akiyoshi. Anupam still struggling. Aslan Shah's doing well. He's got himself up into P9. Good competitive race by Aslan, but we can't take our eyes off this front two. The blue, the Yamaha of Kazma Daniel, Kazmiuddin from Malaysia.
Great shot there from Kazma with the onboard camera of that back straight. And there is the man leading the battle, if it is that, for 3rd position. Zakwon hasn't given up, has he? And Yuki Ito has just got the scent of another podium in his nostrils.
It is good to see Yuki getting in there. Best result of the season for Yuki Ito, bike 76. He had a P7 yesterday in Sugo after all the shenanigans that went on.
Bob Samoon, the other Thai Honda rider, some way back there. He has got an arm pump problem with his right arm.
Coming through in P3, this is Apiwat Wankanam, followed by Zakwon. Zakwon can feel behind him Yuki Ito. Kazma has a lead. He's increased it by to 0.3 of a second. It's not much, but it does suggest that he has just got the superior pace over Haruki Noguchi. Behind them, Zakwon. He'll probably know a victory is beyond him, but he needs as many points as he can. Malaysia is next, and Buriram, the last round of the season. As he goes on the inside, Zakwon Zaidi. Apiwat Wangtanan just went a little bit wide, and Zakwon was able to capitalise on that and moves back to P3.
This is so finely balanced at this level with this quality of rider. Fantastic stuff, this battle for 3rd as well. As the race at the front is now in, it's a cat and mouse category, isn't it? I wonder if Haruki Noguchi will just maintain his distance and then pull the pin in the last lap.
It's a pretty fast cat and mouse.
Yes, it is.
There is Kazma Daniel, who leads the way. Zooming. To be fair, he is looking in control.
Yeah, he looks good. He looks really good, Kazma. He was fastest in free practice first 2 sessions on Friday, which was impressive. Haruki came and getting closer in the chicane, isn't he? But Haruki established his superiority after that.
Gets a good drive up the hill. Kazma Daniel. There is no slipstream for Noguchi. Tries a different line, and Kazma Daniel. Again, it's 0.2 of a second, so Noguchi has just pulled back 1/10 of a second in that last lap, but it's building up to a fine finale. Now it's all a case of don't ruin all the hard work we saw in the 600cc. Andy Farid Izdahar went off on the last lap in a similar duel to this one.
Yeah, this is this version of Kazma, the superbike version that we saw take a victory in race 1 at Sepang. It's impressive.
Certainly is. Zakwon Zaidi able to hold on to P3 ahead of Apiwat. Yuki Ito is still there. Rei Tashima trying to get in the front on that one, but these two are a class apart. They're a full 5 seconds clear of Zakwon.
Yeah, Zakwon held on for a few laps, but the pace of these two is phenomenal. Battling so hard at the front, they didn't hold each other up at all.
The last lap, again, a 1:29.6, 1:29.5. Nobody else is even close. Apiwat a 1:31, actually. These guys are a full 1.5 seconds faster than Apiwat in P4. Kazma Daniel comes into the chicane once again. He's been leading since the 8th lap. That's 5 laps in the lead. Noguchi hasn't really made a move on him yet, and Kazma had one little squiggle. He comes up over the start-finish line. We have now completed 14 laps, 4 laps to go. Again, it's just 0.2 of a second.
Yeah, Noguchi likes to lead, and Kazma's taken that away from him and kept it. So far.
So far, there's still an awful lot can happen.
Yeah, I feel that Kazma's pace is probably good enough, but you just don't know what the young Japanese rider might have up his leathers.
He's got right back onto the back wheel there of Kazma Daniel. So Haruki Noguchi, SDG Motorsports Hawk Pro team. It's a famous name, Hawk Pro. Kazma, he's only got tarmac in front of him. We don't see the danger behind, and the danger comes from 73, Haruki Noguchi. 2 wins, a P2, a P3 and a P4 in a fabulous debut season in the ARC. What an addition he has been to the ASB Superbikes 1000cc. But Kazma Daniel is looking for his 3rd podium, his 2nd win, if he possibly can. 3.5 laps to go. Building up beautifully.
Superb racing from both these riders. I think Haruki is winding himself up for an attack now.
This chicane has been the scene of several really controversial and important moments so far on this race weekend, the Sugo International Circuit. It's been a cracking debut. Look at that, trying to get through on the inside. Noguchi just couldn't get there, but he sees the gap there, Barry Russell.
He is attacking. He wants to get back in front now. He doesn't want to leave it until the last lap. He's pulled the pin now, Haruki Noguchi. Let's see how Kazma can defend and respond to that attack.
2 young riders giving us a world-class exhibition of superbike riding. Kazma Daniel, he'll be aware, he will have known that on his right shoulder there was Haruki Noguchi. Noguchi perhaps can sense, hey, I can take him, I've got the pace.
Yeah, he's had a breather, Haruki Noguchi. Now, there's nothing held back at all.
We are into the final 8 kilometers or so. Noguchi again just has a little look down the inside. Those eyes on the top of his helmet, they are burning into the back of Kazma Daniel.
Kazma keeping his cool, credit to him.
Certainly is. When he was a young Kazma Daniel, he was free and he'd smile at losses and he'd really enjoy it, but now he's the ultra competitor. This will be a great test for him. Once they come up the hill, it'll be 2 laps to go. Who gets the best drive out of the chicane? Oh, look at this. Noguchi was close. And Noguchi might just get a drag and a pull. He had a little look last time on the inside. This time, again, he looks on the inside. The wheelie means that he is really pushing as much as he possibly can. 2 laps to go. 7 kilometers left.
Fabulous, dramatic stuff here. And here he goes again in this technical section.
All eyes on this. Behind them, I can tell you, Zakwan, Abiwata, Yuki Ito, 3, 4 and 5. That's a battle in its own right, but this is world class.
Look at the body language of Haruki Noguchi. Look at the way he's torturing that bike. There was a wobble there that just gave a metre or 2 back to Kazma Daniel.
0.05 of a second between 1 and 2 as they went over the start-finish line. That's about the width of, well, the length of a bike, no more. No more, as Kazma is able just to guide himself in. No mistakes, that's what Kazma's got to do.
He's been absolutely superb since he hit the front. The pressure he's under now is phenomenal.
You're quite right, he backed himself, didn't he? Midway through, from lap 8. He's led from then. That is 9 laps ago as they come into the chicane for the penultimate time. Again, Haruki Noguchi is really tight. The Honda versus the Yamaha. The Yamaha drives up the hill once again. Next time, this will be the race for the line as they come over the brow for the hill. The lead belongs to Kazma Daniel. The small advantage for him is less than 0.2 of a second.
He launched out of that chicane nicely. Haruki couldn't get close enough to him to get a tow. And so you see him attack now. Look at the way he gets off the bike during this early technical section of this Sugo International Circuit.
7 seconds behind them. Zakwan's holding on to P3. Our eyes are peeled to this. Kazma in the blue, in the Yamaha. Now then, Haruki Noguchi chasing a hat-trick of wins, chasing a win double here in Sugo. He's got to make a move sooner rather than later because they come down into the back straight now. Noguchi has a look down the outside. Those eyes burning into the back of Kazma. Kazma holds on.
Yeah, he managed it beautifully. Great, cool defensive riding by Kazma.
Went a little bit wide. Is there a little bit gap there for Haruki Noguchi?
I think he was just blocking the line there a little bit.
This is the test. This is the moment. Noguchi looks on the inside. Kazma, can he hold it? Noguchi goes on the inside. Haruki Noguchi on the chicane. Who gets the drive out? Noguchi takes it. Kazma tries to get the drive out. Noguchi has the lead. Kazma can't chase it. Haruki Noguchi over the brow of the hill. Noguchi makes it 3 in a row in sensational style.
That was another piece of sorcery in the final chicane.
Ito 3, Zakwan 4, Apiwan 5. Sorcery from the Japanese. The SDG team looking absolutely thrilled to bits.
And a double podium for Gen Blue Yamaha. Great for them. We get to see Yuki Ito on the podium again. What a race between those front two.
What a race indeed. I can't wait to hear the reaction of Kazma Daniel. Whether or not he was a little bit cautious going into that final corner, he must have known an attack was coming.
Yeah, he was blocked. It was a clean block, but it was a block. And the SDG crew.
Here it is, Barry. Here it is.
There he is, alongside. And he pushed him out.
Did he just leave too much of a gap there?
Yeah, he blocked him. He took the gap, really. He did it under braking and took the gap. And there he is. Double winner for the weekend.
Wow, that is some race. That was some tension. And that is Haruki Noguchi. 3 wins in a row. 4 consecutive podiums. And with Zakwan Zaidi coming through in 4th place with 13 points, Haruki Noguchi will take a 13-point lead into Sepang, into the next round of the Asia Road Racing Championships. But my word, we said he loves to lead. Flipping heck, he can finish.
Oh, yes, he can. And now he's been given a flag to carry around. I'm sure he can manage that okay. Wonderful stuff. What a fantastic race. And of course, the sequel, Des. This is Haruki's home turf. He will be on Kazma's home turf next at Sepang.
Well, Kazma backed himself after 8 laps to take the lead, and he led faultlessly. Faultlessly. There is Kazma, and I'm sure he's pretty devastated. I'm really curious to listen to his interview with Pauline Cheng afterwards. You can tell we can't see the visor. Yeah, he's giving a thumbs up, but he's going, what if? What if?
He really thought he was going to win.
This is the point where he went just maybe a touch wide and gave Haruki Noguchi the chance to get inside.
Yeah, it was a daring late braking move by Haruki up the inside. Forced Kazma wide. Kazma couldn't get on the line, and that was it. That was job done. A little bit crafty by Haruki Noguchi going in there, but clean. A little bit of chicanery indeed, you might say, Des.
Indeed, chicanery on the chicane. Yuki Ito, 3rd.
Yeah.
P3 for Yuki.
I tell you what, Des, I'm really happy about that. We're going to see Yuki Ito on the podium again.
It's his first podium this season. Prior to this, Sugo yesterday when he came P7 in the restarted red flagged race. Here is Kazma. Yeah.
I think Kazma's celebrating.
You sure that's not
championship is good.
That's not squeals of anguish for Kazma?
Let's see when he takes his helmet off. Yeah, there's a shake there. He must be disappointed with that.
It was a thrilling race. Absolutely top draw. No quarter asked, no given. But look at this. This is the real celebrations. A cheeky chappery, chicanery indeed. I like that. That can be our designated word of the day.
Yeah, we saw sorcery from Arizawa in the 600s. Now we've got chicanery from Haruki Noguchi. Wonderful. Fly the flag, my friend.
Phew.
Wow.
Noguchi takes it by 0.08 of a second. from Kazuma Daniel. Yuki Ito ahead of Zakwan Zadi. He won the sprint up the hill. Zakwan will be frustrated. Abiwat Wangtanen lost that sprint up the hill as well. Rei Toshima, very decent from the dogfight racing Yamaha. Then Anupab Samu, never really in it on the Yamaha, 13 seconds adrift, but ahead of Katsuki Akiyoshi on the Murayama Honda Dream, one of the wild cards who came in 8th in P8. Further down, I think Aslan Shah will be picking up some rare points for him. Got himself into P9 ahead of the wildcard Nakatomi. In fact, Aslan Shah did well to hold off the Nakatomi effort. Gary Salem, it's still a learning curve for both him and Patsuit, and Kaisuke Maeda was 2 laps down. But gosh, what a race, what entertainment the riders have given us today in all 5 categories, but specifically that last race, that was for awesome.
Yeah, I think I need eye drops, Des. I couldn't stop to blink there for a moment. Absolutely fantastic racing, top quality.
Well, Sugo, you've done us proud. Okay, let's go down to Pauline Zheng. I've trying to take a deep breath. The clouds stayed away, the rain stayed away. For one race yesterday, it caused a little bit of mayhem. Sugo has been a fabulous, fabulous venue. As we all get our breath back, we're just waiting for Pauline to get ready to interview the top 3 in the race that we've just seen.
Congratulations, Ito-san. It's great to see you back on the podium. Tell us about this weekend.
Yes, so very difficult until warm up, because I don't know which is better, the setting and the tires choice also. So, but finally, the good choice, the team, so good hard work, and anyway, the race was very difficult to catch up for Zakwan and Abiwa, so just to follow, I try. And if coming to chance, and I try to push and overtake, then finally they can do. I'm so happy.
I'm glad to hear that you have had a tough season so far. How do you keep yourself motivated?
Yes, so actually my daughter little bit talking for me. So that time I more the coming to motivation now. So thank you, my family.
Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you.
Arigato.
Congratulations on 2nd place, but I think you're not very happy with it. Tell us about your race.
Wow, I feel this was a great battle, me and Haruki, and also for sure I still was happy, but not too much, because our team and my bike possible to win. So unlucky for me in sector 3. I'm really bad in sector 3. Also in the first day, also the team also already tell to me, and sector 3 was me not so bad and not so good. So yeah. Good fight and good podium. I think I get some more points.
Okay, great. Thank you. 50 points from Sugo. How does it feel?
I feel really happy. Before we start behind 4 points from Zakwan, so now we are home ground. So I hope to win. So now I could this target. So I'm really happy, and also I want to thank you my team, because of I joined the All Japan Championship in this year. So I have some data. So finally, not only my performance, we are the team performance. So thank you very much, and see you in Malaysia.
Thank you. See you on the podium. Congratulations.
What does that mean in the overall championship standings? Well, it's a 13-point lead for Haruki Noguchi. The extra 5 points give him just that little bit of advantage over Zakwan. Kazma Daniel moves up into P3 in the championship standings to 84, 5 points clear of Anupab Sarmoon, and Apiwat a further 3 down on him. For Pasawit and the injured Adam Noruddin, who we hope to see in Malaysia. And Yuki Ito level on 44 points. Fabulous to see Yuki back on the podium. But Zakwan won't exactly share our joy. Highlights from a scintillating 1000cc race 2 at Sugo, Japan. Naruki Noguchi off to a flyer, bike number 73, looking for back-to-back wins. Kazma Daniel off to a slow start, but Kazma Daniel, once he got past Zakwan Zaidi and got into P2, this will become a battle for the ages between Kazma Daniel in the Yamaha and Hiroki Noguchi. Barry Russell, the superlatives, you can run out of them sometimes in racing.
This battle was relentless. Often you see them for a lap or two, as we see Pasawit running off there, but this was a relentless battle. You can see there how hard Haruki Noguchi was trying. 1 lap later, we saw a similar shake from Kazma, and here they go into the chicane.
It was with 7 laps, on lap 7 with 11 laps to go. Kazma backed himself to have a go. Didn't work on that lap, it would work on the next lap. And it really gave us an indication on how confident he was feeling, that he thought, yeah, we're only midway through the race, but I can still win this one. And that's a change in Kazma Daniel. He does like to maybe sit back and not enjoy the view, but attack late on. But this is him trying to lead from the front. Behind them, Zakwan Zaidi would lose valuable championship points. He would only finish in P4. There, it's Apiwat going through him. It would be Yuki Ito, eventually, who picked up P3.
Yeah, this was a really mature version we saw of Kazma Daniel. For me, looking at this battle for 4th place, the big loser there was, I hate to say it, Apiwat, because battle for 3rd, I'm sorry, because he ended up 5th. He was looking for 3rd at least.
Right, this is the end. That's when the big move was made, and just a little bit of a gap left by Kazma Daniel. A metre, no more. And what it enabled to do was Haruki Noguchi to slide through, and Kazma did his best to get back up the hill. Couldn't do it. Behind him, well, Zakwan coming in 4th, Yuki Ito in 3rd, but a race win double for our championship leader, Haruki Noguchi.
And 3 on the bounce, Des.
3 on the bounce indeed, 4 podiums. So he's only dropped 5 points in the last 4 races. So Zakwan has really got to take home advantage at Sepang in the next round on the 8th of October. Same as Kazma, actually. Kazma's not a million miles away, but that change of points, it's such a difference. Here's the man who came 3rd, though, Yuki Ito, punching the air in delight, his first podium of the season. Great to see him back there. Now the smiles from Kazma Daniel, but behind gritted teeth you feel. And this will be a genuine smile. Haruki Noguchi, race double. Been some good race in the Superbikes, but it'll be tough to beat that one. We'll analyse it a little bit more after the Japanese national anthem. Real pride from Yuki Ito. Haruki Noguchi, 3 in a row. Who can stop him, Barry?
Well, on this form, it's only Kazma. We'll see what happens when they go to Sepang, which is home turf for Zakwan and Kazma, of course.
Stefan Karapier, the FIM Asia president, handing out the helmets and awards.
Gen Blue are going to be pretty pleased with this as well. 2 riders on the podium, not the top step, but second and third. They'd have taken it if you'd offered it to them before the race.
Well, Haruki Noguchi, it was a great shot of his team manager midway through that race.
Yes, it was, yeah. He still didn't grind all his teeth away, fortunately. Saved some for Sepang.
And that's a nice cheesy grin, which is fully deserved from Haruki Noguchi. Gosh, he worked hard for it.
Yeah, and as you said, Des, what an asset he's been since he burst into this championship.
Masanori Enomoto, MD of Idemitsu Lubricants Asia Pacific. Well, thanks to the sponsors, of course, for helping make this Asia Road Racing Championship so competitive. Team award to SDG Motorsports Park Pro. Confirmation, Haruki Noguchi, a 3rd win in a row and a 13-point lead in the championship, which we'll confirm in a moment. Kazma Kazmiuddin on P2, and Yuki Ito making a welcome return to the podium, the Japanese in P3. Well, the crowd's preparing to go home. We've got a journey back down into the city. We've been to Chiang, we've been to Sepang. We've really enjoyed our stay at the Sportsland Sugo International Circuit. Our thanks to everybody for the hospitality. You know, everything that you hear about Japanese hospitality, well, we can confirm it's true. Round 4 is in October 6th to 9th at Sepang, before the season finishes in November at the Chiang International Circuit. From Barry Russell, myself, Des Corkill, on behalf of the whole crew behind the scenes here at the Sugo International Circuit, it's been our absolute pleasure and privilege to bring you the 3rd round of the FIM Asia Road Racing Championships from Sugo. Bye for now. See you at Sepang.
We'll be right back.